is Julescastle. My name is Juliet. This my hair is looking messy. But anyways, yeah. Welcome back. Like I said initially, if today is your first time coming across this channel, you're welcome. I'm grateful. Thank you for stopping by. Can we be friends if you don't mind? Help me click on the subscribe button so we can connect and also be best of friends here on YouTube. I will appreciate that. Thank you so much. Mwah. And to my returning subscribers, my returning viewers, and every other person that decides to stop by whenever they come across this channel, I'm so grateful. Thank you so much, because it's because you are, that's why I am, okay? And that's why this channel is in existence. And I want to say a very big thank you to each and every one of you. Sorry guys, I'm trying to shift away from my kids. Life of a mom with two kids, and it happened that this week in particular, my toddler is on midterm break. Yeah, so basically she has been with me throughout the week from Monday. Thankfully today is Friday, so the week is almost over. So by next week I'll be relaxing and chilling. At least once she's off to school, I'll have enough time once my baby sleeps off. Okay, I'll be having time, hopefully. So yeah guys, before I proceed, I would like to say a very happy new month to each and every one of you. Yes, this month must surely favor each and every one of us. This month shall be blessed for us. This month will be a month of thanksgiving. It will be a month of testimony to each and every one of us, and many more of other things being added unto us in Jesus' name. Amen. So yeah guys, over to today's topic or title of the video. Mama, pick up the hand fan. I want to distract her. So over to what I have today. Give it to me. Pick it up. Sorry guys, a distraction. I just want to distract her a little bit. Mama, pick it up now. So I want to be talking on married life and being single. Which is better? Mind you guys, please, I don't want controversy over this video, right? I'm just trying to say my own mind, what my own opinion instead about it, okay? I'm not a counselor, I'm not a judge. I'm not saying you will trust whatever I said, but then in whatever I'm going to say, I still believe that I'll still have a point. I'll also make sense. Excel, please now. Ifeoma, I don't like that. I'm doing video. Thank you. So from what I'm going to say, like I said, I'm not a counselor, but I believe everyone's opinion matters, right? But then we all still go for the best, okay? So yeah, right over to what I have to say today. To begin with, being married is a good thing. Being single is also a good thing, because I believe that in each level or stages in one's life, you ought to enjoy it while it lasts. Because I mean, as long as there is life, this life that we are talking about have its own stages, right? Okay, even right from when we were still in our mother's womb, is a stage. From embryo to fetus, from fetus to baby. I mean, for those that read biology, or you've come across such word, you know what I mean. That also is a stage. So then from being a baby, you grow up to a child. From being a child, you grow up to teen. From teen, you get to adolescence, then teenager, then adult, right? Then you now talk of being if you're a guy, you talk of being a bachelor. If you're a woman, you talk of being what is it called? This I don't know, cause you know what is in my mind. Mama, pick it up. I wanted to say being a seamstress, but seamstress is someone that sews clothes, right? But what I'm trying to say is that at every point in our life, it matters because I want to let you guys know, or instead, I want to establish the fact that every stage in one's life matters, okay? Yes, it matters a lot because I wouldn't say I did not enjoy being single. I will not also say I'm not enjoying being married. But at every point in that our life, there is a point that oh God, Chimdi, stop. See, can't you say hello? Hello? Hi. Hi. And they're looking at you. So at every point in our life, sorry guys, having kids around you, they'll just be distracting. At every point in our life, like I was trying to say, Excel, shift from this table, go down from there. At every point in our life, sorry guys, there would always be a price to pay, right? Okay. So what am I trying to say before I proceed? Whatever I'm trying to say is that being married is good, and as well as being single. Yes, don't get me wrong, okay? So yeah, moving over to what I have to say. But then in both, there are advantage and disadvantage of being married and also being single. Excel, please now. I begged you, right? I don't need noise, please. Thank you. So being married, I'll start with, okay, let me start with being single. Advantages of being single. Being single, you have freedom to whatever you want to do, you wish to do, you desire to do. Be it with your time, with your chores, with your activities, you just have freedom. Okay? I'm not talking of those that are still living in under their parents' roof, because in as much as you have that freedom, but then for the fact that you are still living under your parents' roof, you are not totally free. Okay? You ain't totally free, because even if for no other thing, you still have to wash the dishes. Your parents cannot be around washing your dishes for you, and you're not washing it. No, you still have to wash the dishes, probably wash their clothes, clean the house. I'm not saying when you are in your own apartment, you don't do all these things, but even if you choose to procrastinate it, to prolong it, to shift it to further notice, for the fact that you are still under your parents' roof, you just have to do it at the right time, like when it's necessary to do it at that particular point in time, not when you want to do it, because it's either you don't do it and your parents, be it your mom or your dad, is not happy with you about that, or you choose to be the obedient child, which is good, and still live under their authority for the fact that you are still under their own roof. Okay, so guys, back to what I was saying. Advantages of being single: you have freedom to do whatever thing you want to do. Okay, be it going out, coming in. Nobody's timing you, nobody is taking note of whatever thing you're doing. It's more like you are just living out your life. Okay, that's the advantages of being single. Even when it comes to feeding, you can be hungry, you can be starving. As long as you're staying alone, you're still single. You can just decide to do away with the hunger. Excuse me 1 minute. When I mean do away with the hunger, what am I trying to say? You can just decide not to cook. You can decide to go on junk. You can decide to go out and buy food outside. But when you're married, it's not equally that way. Okay? Yes, there can be a time where you can actually move out with your partner to go and buy food outside. But I believe that would be on agreement. Okay, for example, in our own side as women, I mean, there won't be foodstuffs at home. Basically, every single thing is at home, and you prefer moving out to go and buy food. Whereas you can actually make a quick meal for you and your partner to eat. Excel. So when one is married, you can decide to do your laundry whenever it pleases you. But once you are married, it's not so. Yes. The consciousness that your partner is monitoring you, your partner is observing you, your partner is somewhat, she or he may not talk, but the observation is there. Peradventure, nobody is praying for any negative vibe to occur. You are disturbing me. Peradventure, nobody is praying for any negative incidents to occur, but peradventure it happens. You find out that you have yourself to blame, in the sense that your partner will still use that your attitude, that your partner will still use that one or two silly things you used to exhibit and make a statement. And when that happens, you find out that he's not really telling good of you. And of course, who will they blame? They will take it back to your house, saying that your parents or your guardians did not bring you up or did not give you a proper home training. And that is not a good comment, right? Most times, I have to be sincere with you, in as much as I'm married, but most times I will just say that it's easier to be single. Yes, it's more enjoyable to be single when you are talking of freedom, okay? Especially, most times, we the ladies are more like a victim in that aspect. Okay, I'm not saying that you are single that you should continue to be single, or I'm encouraging, sorry about this, or I'm encouraging you to continue to be single. If you don't want to why will you remain single? Your parents, your mom and dad, didn't they marry each other? Didn't they meet themselves before having you? How will you be selfish not to get married and also reproduce, to have people that will take your lineage to further generations to come? Please don't say that I said you should be single, please. But I'm dealing with sincerity here. If I'm to say, I would say that being single is much more enjoyable, because when you talk of freedom or every other thing, it's more like it's at your own will. But being married, you have to kind of like train yourself or start grooming yourself with the habit to succumb, especially with we ladies. If you have this pride, arrogant way of living before you got married, once you're married, all those things, you have to let go of it. You have to cut it short, okay? There's a lot with being single. A lot of which, when you get married, there are some points in your life that you'll be like, Kai, if only I was still single. If it was when I was still single, will this man do this kind of thing? Will this type of thing be happening? But it is what it is, right? That's life for us. Okay? Then coming over to being married. This time around, Chimdi, stop. This time around, it's no longer your own will. It's now more of your spouse's will. I'm referring to we the ladies. Most times, it's no longer our own will. Even though there are some understanding pals that will still love to hear your own opinion before taking the final decision. But in most cases, it's more like it's no longer your own will, but that of your spouse. Because for them to know that you truly, truly respect them, that you are humble, that you want that marriage to work, is when you accord them respect. So being married, most times you'll be challenged on what we like cook. Okay, for instance, we the women, you'll be challenged with what we like cook. Probably you might want to eat, for instance, you might want to eat spag, but your spouse want to eat rice. And most times, most times the income or the food ingredients or whatever you need might not be available. But for the fact, I don't know for others, but personally, I like to use myself as an example, because why would I use another person when I can actually use myself? Most times I get to deprive myself of lots of things. When I mean depriving myself of lots of things is, for instance, when it comes to this feeding aspect, I might want to eat spag, for instance, then my hubby will want to eat rice or yam, for the fact that that's what he wants to eat. And if I've looked around, even that spag that I want to eat might not really be in my reach, or maybe the ones we have has finished. It requires me going to get another spag that's probably buying. Whereas we have a bag of rice that I can easily, quickly make either stew rice or a jollof rice. So why then the need to, sorry about that, why then the need to, because I want to eat spag, I will go and start, I will call it, I will go and start wasting money to buy spag, all in the name that that's what I want to eat. It does not really make sense. I've gotten to the level, all thanks to marriage, I've gotten to the level that I can actually deny myself what I want to eat, as long as there is another alternative of what I can actually eat. Even though, yes, it's not what I felt like eating at that point in time. That is what marriage can do to you. If you choose to be humble, if you choose to accept it, if you choose for it to work. Because some people will say too wrong cannot make a right. And when you're not being stubborn, no, after cooking for your spouse, you can cook your own different. For how long? You're cooking your own meal, you're cooking your spouse's meal. Even most times, there are some things that some people don't understand. I could remember back then when I was little, with my elder brother, we are just two. I just have one sibling, then myself. We are just two, a boy and a girl. And it happened that he is the eldest, whereas I'm the last, okay? In as much as we are different gender, he's a boy, I'm a girl. But then I noticed something. Whenever my mom finished cooking, they used to dish our food, not separately, on the same bowl. Yes, just for us to eat, because they believe that we eating from the same bowl, in as much as we might fight, we might have misunderstandings, but that sibling bond, that love, that bond will still bind us together for the fact that we are eating from the same bowl. It even got to the extent that I could remember back then, in my father's house, if he goes out, initially he used to buy two different eggs, one egg, two eggs. Okay, but at some point he stopped. Not that he does not have the money, but he wanted I and my brother to connect. He wanted I and my brother to love ourselves. He wanted I and my brother to connect, to know that we are of the same blood. What am I trying to say? Buy one egg. When you bring an egg, it has egg white and the yolk. Okay, so it now happens that whenever he gets the egg, my brother ends up taking the egg white while I take the yolk. But when we finish sharing it that way, it's not left for we the siblings. Maybe I can ask him, I cut small of your egg white for me, while I cut small of my egg yolk for you, just for the sake of let us bond together. Let us have these connections as siblings. That is marriage for you. I mean, there are some people that are used to, let me not say fond of, because I mean, if you use fond of, it will look as if you are talking negatively to them. But I know that there are some people that are used to the fact that their spouse, their husband eats separately, whereas they eat separately. But if I can suggest, if it is possible, try to always eat together with your spouse. As difficult as it can be, always try to eat together with your spouse. Except stand up from the tiles. You're not wearing clothes. Get up from the tiles. You're not wearing clothes on top. The tile is cold. The tile is good. So, guys, married life will limit the way you live your life. I thought I asked you to get up from the tiles. Being married will limit your friends. Being married will limit your movements. Being married will also change you entirely as a person. I could remember back then, I don't know if it's still in existence currently. What is that? I could remember back then, if someone gets married, especially to we ladies, most times for some husbands, they will feel like, yeah, it's high time you change your number. Get a new one, refresh your phone, change your number. Why? So that peradventure, if there is any guy that has been calling you, the person cannot get to you again. But I don't know, we are in 21st century, everything has changed. Even if the person should change her number, I mean, Facebook, YouTube, Snapchat, TikTok, name them, WhatsApp, is still there. They can easily get back or retrace back those people's contact again, right? So, guys, like, a lot of things is revolved around being married and also being single. I mean, when you are married, okay, now, when you are married now, the fun aspect of being married is that you have someone to talk to anytime, any day. You have someone to talk to anytime, any day. Quote me wrong. Some people will be like, hey, but if I'm single, I might have a boyfriend or I might have a girlfriend. Yeah, you might, or you can. But then, trust me, whether you believe it or not, Excel, please now. But mind you, it's not every time you call them, they will answer you. But I mean, being married, whether they want to answer you or not, they just have to be there to listen. Even if they are not interested to listen to what you have to say, they have no option, because I mean, their ears are open. Before you talk from A to Z, they must have had STUVWXYZ. Even if they decide to remove their voice from the A, I started from there. I've warned you that I'm doing something, that I'm making video, and you are still shouting. What is wrong with you? Pardon me, guys. Kids are so annoying. How will you tell a child something and she's still disobeying you in your presence? Maybe you think I'm playing with you. You think I'm smiling and opening it. You think I'm playing with you. So, guys, sorry about that. Back to what I was saying. Being married is also fun. Okay, for instance, now I have my kids surrounding me, in as much as I'm shouting in the process, because I mean, when you are trying to scold a kid, you are trying to train them, to bring them up properly. Some of them will still be a pain in your ass. I'm sorry to use that word, but that's what it is. Because if you beat, that your child will see you as, my mommy used to beat me every time, or my daddy used to beat me every time. But I mean, you spare the rod, you spoil the child. But although I also know that it's not every time you need to beat a child constantly, right? It's not good. Because me, I also believe in punishment. So guys, a lot of things revolves around being married and also being single. And as I'm still on this topic, if you're new here, thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so we connect and be friends here on YouTube. So back to what I was saying. Sorry about this. Back to what I was saying. Being married, like I've initially said, will curtail and limit a lot of things from you. Likewise, okay, that someone is just had a baby, you just put to bed, as the way that being what should I call it? Being a new mom would deprive you lots of things. That is marriage for you. Because I mean, like we the ladies, when we are yet to give birth or when the kids have not come, when we dress up, maybe our purse or our bag, most times some of us will not even carry big bags. But once you are married or once you have given birth, be it your first kid or your second child, you find out that your purse, that your small bag, some people say that your small chekele bag, that your small mini bag will no longer be enough. Because I mean, when you are going out as a mom or a first-time mom or a woman, a mother to a child, it's expected, especially a baby, it's expected that with you go with diapers, pampers. Diaper is pampers, sorry about that. You go with the diaper now, you understand? You go with extra clothes, you go with wiper, you go with their food. Like, it's more like your mini bag, your purse will automatically change to nursing bag. That's the word for it. But I have to just be sincere with you guys. Being single is fun. Being single is fun because I mean, if you are not ready to tolerate, if you are not ready to succumb, if you are not ready to take any shit from anybody, then you are not yet ready for marriage. If you are not yet ready to do all this, then I bet you, don't even try. Don't even give it a try. Because I mean, they don't try marriage. Unless you want to become a divorcee or you become divorced. Baby. So guys, a lot of things. Marriage is good, but it's stressful. And the good thing about it, some people will say the bad thing about it is that it will transform you, it will change you. But being single is more like it's still within your own buildings. Anybody that does not like it should leave. Anybody that is okay with it is welcome. That is singlehood for you. But when it comes to marriage, it's no longer your own bidding, especially towards the female. I had this small chat with one of my friends. I got married earlier before her. So when she now married, before she had her child, I was like, dear, how is married life treating you? She was like, dear, the thing is not even easier, it's even annoying sometimes. I said, that's what we have been into. Okay, even though yes, I know that there are some understanding spouse, but it's not all. I mean, everybody is not the same. It's not the way I reason that you reason. It's not the way I might react to things that your own wife might react to things. It's not the way my own husband will react to things. It's the way your own husband will react to things. That's why we are different. There has never been a place where siblings got married to themselves. Okay, that's why we are different. We have different blood. So if you are not ready to take that risk, when I'm talking of taking a risk, it's more like a lifetime risk. Unless you want to be referred to as a divorcee because you divorced your spouse. So I'm just here I'm not here to discourage anybody that is praying for a marriage. I'm here to encourage you, but I'm also here to kind of like give you a clue, a hint of what is involved in being single and being married. Of course, the ball is on your court. You also have the choice to make. I mean, even if I have a sibling that is yet to marry, and maybe she's a lady and men are coming for her, I mean, why not? Why not get married? You need to, at least, even for no other thing, you need to reproduce. Some people say, is it reproduction that is my problem? It's my problem because I mean, you cannot be stingy. Your parents that had you, they legally got married. They decided that yes, they want to reproduce. They had you, so why will it be a no for you when it gets to your turn? You know, sometimes if I look at some people that will be like, no, me, I don't want marriage, I'll be like, you're selfish. The only thing you just have to do is that, in as much as marriage could be stressful with all the ups and downs in it, I mean, all we just have to be praying to God is that, God, help me, send that right person for me, right? That should only be your prayer when it gets to marriage. Because I mean, if you end up with the wrong person, it's more like being single will even be the best for you. But aside the freedom aspect from all these things I'm trying to say, aside the freedom aspect, I would boldly tell you that being married is the best. I mean, in life, even while you are still single and you have your freedom, you still have to hustle to make money. You still have to hustle to feed yourself. Because I mean, you cannot just be single and sit at home, sit at one place. Oh, Jesus Christ. Joanne, I mean, you can't just sit at home, maybe, probably, as I'm sitting right now. Some people will say, stay at home, mom. Or you're at home, you're doing nothing, whereas your husband or your wife is outside hustling for you. But at least, even for no other thing, that's a gain of being married. Because I mean, I probably must have thought about my life. How will my life end as I don't have work? Unless you are still ready to stay under your parents' roof, and you know what it means. When you are an adult, you are still under your parents' roof. Probably things did not turn out the way you expect it to be. And as you are still hoping on God for a miracle, you are still taking your parents' excesses. Because I mean, at some point, they will still get fed up with you, in as much as they may not really come direct one-on-one to you. But most parents, some people that don't like pretense, they'll still be so blunt to you. It's not that they hate you, but just for the fact that they want to notify you, to also make you be aware that you still have to make a move. I mean, they gave birth to you, they trained you up to adulthood. This is on a normal. It's supposed to be the actual time that you are supposed to take care of them, and it's still them feeding you, it's still them taking care of you. I mean, there is nobody that will be in that situation that will be okay or too happy. It's expected that when our parents train us up to adulthood, by the special grace of God, we also should also have a situation, a time that we can actually say, yes, I think I'm financially stable to the extent, to the point, at least sending a little to my parents for them to use and manage, even if they won't be too comfortable with that. But at least you can boldly say that, yes, you can give out to your parents a little and you'll be proud of yourself. So guys, like, a lot of things is within these two categories of one's lifestyle. Okay, and I believe I've also been able to give you a brilliant point, encouraging those that are hoping, not discouraging those that are still single. But I mean, it's just see everything as a stage in one's life, okay? And let's just pray that when, excuse me guys, and let's also pray that when the right time comes, that particular thing you wish for, that particular thing you hope for, would, would just come into manifestation for you. So basically, that is it, guys. That is it. Like, being single, being married, both are good. Both are good. But I mean, you can't be stingy. You need to connect. You need to mix. You need to mix. You need to multiply. You need to have generations that can actually look back and say that yes, it's from this person's offspring that we emanated from, that we came forth from. There should be a point in time in other people's life that they will say no, that when they look back, they will say that yes, it's from this person's offspring that this particular generation came forth, and we are grateful for that. Huh? So guys, a lot of things is within all this. Go and get your hanky. Come here, bring it here. This one is hanky is not coming out. Let me clean it for you. So guys, that being said, I know I've wished you guys initially. I also want to wish you guys again happy new month. Big. Come, let's go and make your food. Because I know all this big that you are doing. Let me make her food for her. Guys. So I hope I've been able to establish the fact that if one is still single, please don't hold it against that person. Okay? And if peradventure one is already married and is yet to still work out fine with the person, also please don't hold it back against that person. Sorry guys, I want to make food for my baby. That's why I'm standing up. A lot of things, good things, are revolved around being single. I believe for someone to be single should be a moment. Take this and keep on, that's your wardrobe. For someone to be single, I believe, should be the moment you would use to discover who you are. Because I mean, once you're married, you have limited or small chance, or should I say time, to do all those things. It's more like if you have known yourself, if you have discovered yourself or what you want to do or who you want to become, that is when, if you get married, you can actually probably, maybe if it demands financial, that's when your spouse comes in a little bit in terms of support for you. Okay? So being single is not a bad thing. Also, being married is not hell, it's not prison. Because I know some people will always see being married as being in a prison yard. It's just that a lot of things will have to change, especially for we the ladies. When you are married, a lot of things changes. Because I mean, it won't be your own business right now. It will automatically be that of your spouse if you truly respect and honor that spouse of yours. All he can actually do is probably maybe ask you for a suggestion. Let me keep this thing here. I want to pour hot water. All that your spouse can actually do is probably maybe ask for your suggestion. But as long as you are the lady, you have the second authority. Whereas that your spouse have the first and final authority over any decision you guys make. That time I was asking my course mate that just got married, dear, how is married life treating you? She was like, my dear, all these men, that is so annoying. Even when they are wrong, they still feel that they are right. That's marriage for you. Excel, give me that water. If you know that you ain't ready yet, let's go to the parlor. I'm done mixing your sister's food. If you know that you aren't ready yet to succumb, to respect, to obey, and you feel you are still too full of yourself to obey anybody, then I can tell you that marriage is not for you yet. Oh God. Sorry, guys. I can tell you that marriage is not for you yet because, sorry. It's like I've switched this thing over. Let me change it back. Oh, guys, see how I'm sweating? There's heat. There's heat here. See outside. See outside of my house. You see the way the sun is shining. The sun is really hot over here. Lagos. Oh God, do. Oh my God, why is this girl giving me work now? What? Wait. Let me come. Let me come. This girl did not hear me. Let me come. What is wrong with you, Excel? What is wrong with you? Children will not hear. Let me come. Why is she passing? She poured the whole water on the floor, on my rug. For what? I will still beat you. I will still beat you. You will see now. When I finish beating you, when I already come and you tell him, I will still beat you on top. See your clothes. Why did you pour water everywhere? Let me come. She has already poured the water on her body. For what? See my rug. She has poured water everywhere. Better close down your dirty mouth before I beat it up for you. If you don't beat, they will say, don't spank your child. And if you don't spank, the person will still be messing up. See everywhere, water. See your clothes. You wear that clothes like that and it will dry on your body. Since you will choose to be stubborn, I will tell you that I was once stubborn. Let me see your hand on this water again, or this cup. See the water I want to use and mix something. You have poured it out everywhere. Let me see your hand on this cup. Let me see if you will not cry this afternoon. I've been warning you since morning. Children will just be making someone so upset. Leave this water. You cannot pour water inside your cup. Let me do it for you. She said no. Now she has poured water everywhere. I don't want to see you close to my couch. Don't sit on my chair. Carry it like that. It will dry on your body. It will soak you. It will dry on your body since you decide to be stubborn. She's not hearing word. I will tell my child something. Don't do this. I'm your mom. She will not do it. As little as she is. As little as she is. She won't do it. I will tell you that I'm the one that carried you in my stomach for 9 months and I gave back to you and you cannot disobey me. Let me just see your hand on this cup. You see what I'll do to you this afternoon. You see, guys, all these things are just marriage for you. I mean, can I just stay on my own and someone will be disturbing me this way? But I mean, it's my duty, right? And if this place is messed up, the dad comes in. It's me that he'll query. He might might even react in such a way that why did I even beat her at the first place? I mean, what is it with fathers and first daughters? They'll just be over pampering them. It does not make sense now. I'm serious. I don't want to see you climb any of my chair. Carry that soak clothes like that. Since you want to be stubborn. If I tell you something, you do your own. I will show you that I'm the one that gave birth to you. So guys, back to what I was saying. I'm talking about being married and being single. This is what we see in marriage. I mean, you just can't avoid it. Children will make you talk. They will put you in a tight corner that you'll be forced to wound them. And if you are not patient enough, if you can't control yourself enough, you end up wounding your child. All these things is what we see in marriage. And if you can't control your temper, you end up injuring your child. If care is not taken, if someone else sees it, it will look as though you don't have a good manner of approach of taking care of a baby. Why did you even get married in the first place? But children will always test your patience to the extreme limits that you wouldn't even know how to go about it. I told you not to go close to anything, no. Take that your water body and shift from my chair. Chimdi, come and eat your food. That will be making me upset every now and then. Every now and then. I will tell Informa something. She won't do it the way I did it. If the dad is around now, he will support her. Fathers and first daughters. It will look as if I've not been shouting. He will say, why can't I shout? But for how long will I shout? Am I also not a human being? Shouting, is it not getting to my head? Am I not draining for shouting? Take. Mama is a good girl. Yeah. Guys, come and eat. Oh, my baby is eating. She's taking her food. Yeah, I know that's why she has been disturbing me since. So let me just quickly give her food. A lot of sacrifice comes with marriage. I mean, boom. Boom. It's as though I will even go and it's in my mouth. As though I will go and on this inverter because I mean it should have charged a little bit so that I can use it and feed her so she won't be sweating. Mama, let's go on the inverter. It should have charged to some point because I've not on it since morning. So guys, with what I've said initially, I believe I've been able to establish a point for you guys when it comes to being single and being married. If you ask me, aside those that are unfortunate or are yet to get married, getting married is something, it's more like an inevitable life journey that one should not miss. Because I mean, why won't you get married? It's good to be married though. Getting married is what we all should always hope for. Because I mean, it's somewhat, it will give you the respect that you deserve, especially when it comes to reproducing. that name or that tag, baby daddy or baby mommy, won't be for you. Legally, you're married, so the respect will still be there. Come out from there. And again, I also believe when one is legally married, it also gives your parents. It also gives our parents extra respect. I mean, even those that don't want to respect them will have to respect them. For them, having a child that is married, because I mean, in the process, it will also make them happy. If you're still single and you're hoping to get married, don't worry. God's time is still the best, okay? Don't see it as a threat. Don't see it as discomfort. Don't see it that everything is not going right with you. That's a lie from the pit of hell. You know, sometimes in this life, a door closes and oftentimes another one opens immediately. But for the fact that we are so attached to that first door that's closed, we don't look clear enough to see the other door that was open for us. So let's take caution and not be too hard on ourselves. But that's it. That should be it for being married and being single. So thank you guys for watching. If you have watched up to this point, I really appreciate it. And thank you for stopping by to this channel. I believe my first 50 minutes being live here, I actually made the point. I actually made the point clear. Yeah. Mama. I actually made a point clear for everyone when it has to do with being married or being single. Because I mean, some that are married that are not yet single are so desperate to get married, whereas some that are already married are already wishing to be single because I mean, they're already into it. They have tested a tip of the iceberg. Because I mean, marriage is for better, for worse. It's a lifestyle, a lifetime journey. Use that hanky and clean your nose. So don't let me meet you there. So the little one they have experienced, they are impatient enough to tolerate any other thing that follows it. So they are even wishing or desiring, if only they had known, they wouldn't have gotten married at that time or to that person. I mean, this life is a stage. Oh God, Chimdi, stop now. You have started behaving like your sister and I don't like it. This life is a stage. That's what a lot of people don't know about. Huh? This life is a stage. And if you choose to jump any stage of your life, you have yourself to blame. But if you choose to take it one step at a time, go through every process, then you have a reason, a cause to say that thank you to God that you are happy, you experienced it, you are happy, you saw the good in it, you saw the bad in it, and you can be able to compare and contrast and know if both are good or which one is better or the best. That's what I can say to you guys. Excellent. Finish it. So guys, let's be mindful of every single thing. I always tell you guys that excuse me. I always tell you guys that every stage, at every point in our life, matters a lot, because it can either make or mar us. It can make us or destroy us, right? So any decision we take in life can be a pathway to our success. It can also be a pathway to our failure. That's why before we do anything, we just have to invite God first. We just have to pray to God first and seek for his face. Because they said it's only God that knows the end from the beginning. So let's be watchful, let's be mindful of whatever thing we do in this life. At every stage and point in our life, let's just take note of it. What is it? Tea or water. And next time, if I see your hand on this container, Shebi, you see how you poured away this water? You see it? Except you see how you poured this water away. Did you say sorry? Mommy, I am sorry. Next time, if I see you with this keg again, I will beat you. Do you hear me? Go through this side and take your water and drink. So guys, it is what it is. Happy weekend though. Like, it's Friday once again. I'm back to my normal slang. Thank God it's Friday. I always enjoy my Friday because but I won't lie anyways. I've been enjoying my sleep this week. All thanks to God, and also to who we understood. He didn't really disturb me this week, in the sense that I'm not always in a haste or in a rush to always wake up on time. My phone, Jesus. My phone just fell. I have to fix this thing now. I have to fix this tripod. It's really, really getting out of hand, guys. I have to fix it by all means. I just thank God my phone did not break. It did not fall off. It just fell on because I'm keeping the tripod on the table. So I just thank God that it did not spoil my phone. Like I was saying, thank God it's Friday, and as though hobby understands, he didn't stress me this much this week, especially in the morning. He will just leave me to have my rest. Most time, I even wake up when he's already ready. That's when he's getting ready to go to work. Unlike before, that I would just wake up, he's still in bed, sleeping, snoozing, and all that. But this week, I won't lie, and I also appreciate that he did it for me. I'm thankful. So, guys, that's basically it. I just felt like sharing with you guys what being single and what being married looks like. What is in between the both of them? The two are good at its own stages, okay? When it is time for you to be single, just enjoy it while it lasts, but be mindful of the way you live your life, because singlehood is more like the part that will actually shape you as a person. I said so. So that will now determine your performance, or how you can be able, by God's grace, to handle, to tackle, to withhold, to succumb, to give in terms of everything that will come from marriage, or that is within marriage. So that's it, guys. I hope I was able to make a point and not just waste your time. Okay. And like I always say, if you have watched up to this point, thank you so much and God bless you. And if you don't mind, let's be friends, let's connect here on YouTube. You can do that by hitting on my subscribe button so that, and also clicking on the notification bell. I don't know why I used to forget that, but anyways, in a way or another, you will always get to know that I'm live or I uploaded the video. And if you are yet to watch any of my videos, guys, please do well to go and watch my video. And of course, I released the video last night. It was late that I released this because yesterday we went out, so it's when we got back that I quickly had to do some editing and then upload it. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. I really did. So see you guys on my next video. I just wanted to say hi. I also wanted to say happy new month. I also wanted to say thank God it's Friday. And I also want to wish you guys a lovely weekend. Okay. So yeah, and I'm so excited. I mean, the midterm week is finally over. From Monday next week, I'll have a little peace of mind. Why are you beating my baby now? I'll have a little peace of mind once my toddler is off to school. At least my baby used to sleep. When she sleeps, even if I'm not online, I can just meditate a little. Because even my baby now, she cannot sleep as long as the sister is around. And the sister, she sleeps but I will know how weak or how she has played before she can give in to sleep. Most times, it's either I force her or I just leave her maybe around that evening time. That's when the sleep will just be waving her up and down. Then she will now sleep off. And probably if she sleeps off, it's more like for the day till the next morning. So guys, yeah, thank you a lot. I appreciate it. My returning viewers, my returning subscribers, mwah, 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 mwah. You guys are the best. Gracias, namaste, thank you, emailer. From me to you all. And like I said, this month will definitely be positive to us. It will be fruitful to us. We'll have no regrets. We'll lose no loved one. This month will be a month of harvest for us. In fact, it's our yet month of success, because this success I'm talking about will be unlimited. I said so, and I'm proud to say that. So guys, that will be it for now. Thank you for staying the afternoon with us, and I also hope both of us rubbed minds together and we shared one or two things, and we also learned one or two things. So that should be it for now. See you guys next time. Bye. I thought I went off now. Okay.